Hey guys, Santorin here, and welcome back to another episode of the Timelord of Azeroth. We have finished up Cenarian Refuge. We are now in Telredor. Telredor? Yeah, we're going with Telredor. On Zygon, and we are just going to get into what we need to do. Now, today's objective, we have not gathered the flight path yet. The objective really of today is to clear out all of the quests of Telredor. Some of these are going to be similar to the ones you saw in the last episode, and what I've decided is if it's in a neutral territory, so something like the Cenarian Refuge, we're going to split the quest and not do any repeats. But if it's in an alliance or a horde territory, those characters are going to clear out everything they can.
Warm wishes.
So we are going to start with this quest line here. Before my people were decimated by the orcs, Telredor served as a retreat for Draenei anchorites and spiritualists. A small order of anchorites and vindicators maintained a number of shrines in this region. During the war, we lost contact with the anchorites assigned to the shrines, particularly the Bahamut Temple to the southwest. I've heard reports that a tribe of lost ones has settled in the area and may even be using the ruins. Visit Bahamut ruins and tell me what you find there.
Blessings upon your family.
So we're going to do this quest line first. When I say that we're going to repeat some of the quest lines, there's going to be things like there's 2 haunting quests that are related to Swamp Rat Post that we've already done on those. We're just clearing out quest lines in these territories. I probably should have gone the other way. We'll go for more of the adventure. Ooh, I didn't realize Darkrust went this far south. Yeah, we should have gone the other way. We'll probably take that way back. So we're dealing with feral friend druids. Or feral. So we're dealing with the feral friend of this one. After the Umbrum friend. Braffin from the last one. I don't know if we needed to take on the Elder. Okay. Now we have to actually go all the way back. That's all right. Now, I don't know how much we're going to get done in this episode. There seems to be more to do in Telredor than there was in Swamp Rat Post. It seems as there's more to do here than there was in Swamp Rat Post. So what we may end up doing is 2 episodes here, and then 1 at Borbor Harborage, which is sort of the opposite of what we're doing for the Horde, which is we did 1 in Swamp Rat, and we're doing 2 in Zaberjan. Now, somebody has, I think, hunting quest, but we're gonna wait on that.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
So the Feral Fen Lost Ones have taken over the ruins. Most intriguing. They must remember something of their heritage and the significance of that site. We must learn more, Zygon. This temple could hold the key to redeeming the Lost Ones and reuniting the many threads of Draenei.
Favor the road, traveler.
From what you've told me about your observations at the Bahamut ruins, it seems the tribe of Lost Ones have reverted to worship of animal spirits. Before we can approach them, we must know more of their beliefs. Return to Ferelfen village and discreetly gather some of their idols so that I may study them. Try to avoid angering them, Zygon, as it may hurt our chances of making contact with them.
Good health, long life, do not lose.
A good start.
Open your heart to the light. Dionys, our god.
We can probably actually do that while we're doing this. See, these one-off gathering ones, I think I'm fine with taking. Okay. There is little in this swamp that will burn, dwarf, so we must resort to other means for lighting Telredor. Many of the creatures and plants in this marsh emit a soft glow. It's difficult and cruel to confine the glowing creatures, so we've turned to a species of mushrooms for our light sources. We pick and cultivate the Vulgor mushroom here, but our needs require us to gather new crops occasionally. The small green mushrooms often grow at the base of the larger ones near Telredor.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
Okay, we can take that because it'll just be gather while we're on our way. She's gonna do it. Well, there's one over there. Gonna gather on our way. So the way I've kind of split this, even the way that it's just kind of split anyway, is the Alliance is going to be dealing with the Feralfen and what the Feralfen and what they have going on. And the Horde is going to be dealing with the Naga. And I'm doing that so much of a way that it's actually got me reconsidering how we're going to do later quest lines. Because this is the thing. This is gonna, at least for, again, these two zones, for what was Hellfire Peninsula and what is Zangarmarsh, we're kind of making this up as we go. Things are kind of fluid, especially since I've never played Alliance before. I've said that before in other videos. I did not use that talent point. So things are kind of fluid in terms of how I'm going to handle all of this, because as the story develops, it's really looking like Alliance is going to be dealing with the Ferelfen and the Zangarmarsh, and the Horde, from the questing that I've done so far, has dealt heavily with the Naga in Zangarmarsh, and I think I can keep that trend going very easily. Tried to do this quietly. And this really comes into play later on, if we're going to split them. It comes into play later on in Zaberjan because of the way things split up out there. God. This is also when you all realize I have no idea how misdirection works, because I've tried it twice and done it wrong both times. I have to imagine there's one. Okay, we're gonna have to just go through. So I don't know. I haven't exactly figured out. The plan as of right now is to still do everything in both the Horde and the Alliance side in their respective camps. It's the having just played through this entire zone and knowing what's coming up that's really kind of screwing it up. Because I know what is going to happen, and knowing there's more Ferelfen, there's more Naga stuff, and both sides deal with it in their respective camps. Alright, we got a minute before that comes back up. I'm just gonna skip through here. Yes, I do follow the roads most of the time. It's just easier for me, especially doing...
May the light embrace you.
From the looks of things, we'll need to replenish our spores
Remember
soon.
the lessons of the past.
These are good spores, and they should keep us keep us going for quite some time. Thank you for helping to replenish our supplies,
May
Zygon.
your days be long.
The Legion's end draws near. Remember the lessons of the
Do you
past.
have the idols?
Favor the road traveled.
These should be more than sufficient, Zygon. They seem to be fixated on birds, which is odd because there aren't any bird species native to Zangarmarsh. What could this mean? Could they have encountered the Arakakoa to a shamanistic people? They might seem like the embodiment of a powerful bird spirit.
Remember the lessons of the past.
I have a feeling that these lost ones may not respond well to a Draenei, but would welcome the Arakakoa. I could create a potion that would allow you to take the form of the Arakakoa for a short time.
Dionys Aka.
Go again.
Good health, long life.
It requires a couple of reagents which cannot be stored and must be used within hours of being gathered. You will need to bring me a handful of spore bat eyes and some fenstrider tentacles. Both species dwell in the wilderness surrounding Telredor.
Do not lose faith.
Okay, to
Bless
go
it.
along with that,
Remember the
we're saving that for later.
What can I do for you?
The first expedition the League sent reported encountering a giant spore bat they'd taken to calling Sporewing. They had to leave in a hurry, so they didn't have a chance to kill him while they were here, so I figured I'd finish the job for them. What's left of their report suggests that the creature can be found in the southwestern parts of the Deadmire. I think Vindicator Idar mentioned that it's to the northwest of Telredor.
Off with you.
Okay, we're going to take that, just judging by what we have and how much time we have left. So we need some spore bat eyes, some felon strider tentacles, and Sporewing should be slain. Now I know where Sporewing is, and Sporewing is one of those quests I was talking about. We're going to do some of them twice. We've already killed Sporewing on the Horde side. I almost jumped right off. It's basically just to clear it out, have it done. I don't think the Marsh Fangs are going to give it to us, though. taking care of Sporewing. And all we got was a tentacle. Get the next level. Did not apply. There we go. Get our bear out just for the company, really. Okay, so yeah, we do get it from the young spore bats. This is just one of those times, it's a time killer. It's a time, no, not a time killer. It's just a time sink to a point, which is fine. It's just, I feel like the time sink ones are wrong. Like, and I'm sure this is a complaint that people have made in WoW for a decade now. A Fellstrider, all of those tentacles doesn't have a 100% drop rate. This is one of those instances that the logic of it doesn't entirely make sense. Okay, at least we got all the eyes. And all I have to look for is a Fell Strider. Or a Fen Strider, not a Fell Strider. But look, I'm looking at the tentacles right there. You should be able to get 4 tentacles off of 1 Fen Strider. It's never quite made sense to me. I'm sure, like I said, it's never quite made sense to anybody, probably. So, yeah, we are going to switch. We are going to turn Telredor into 2 episodes. Because right now, we're sitting at about half an hour, and we are still along this one quest line. We've taken a couple of extra side quests. Okay, we got the last one. We are going to turn this into a 2-part episode because Zabrajin for the Horde is a 2-part episode. And I already know that one. Okay.
How are ya?
Well done, Zygon. I think you and I have managed to outshine a whole team of prospectors. When I get back to Ironforge, I'm sure I'll get my choice of assignment. Well, we can go versatility. Why not?
Safe travels.
By Cosgorth's flaming navel, it's hot here. I can't blame the first party for leaving, but everyone knows it wasn't the heat that drove them away. No, it was Blacksting, although they won't admit it. They were camped just to the south of the glowing Draenei Towers to the west, just north of the Ferelfen village, when the giant wasp appeared out of nowhere and attacks. I can't wait to see the look on their face when I bring the creature's stinger back to Ironforge to show them.
See you soon.
Blessings upon you. Be kind to those less
Have you gathered the
Favor
reagents?
the road, traveler.
These will do quite nicely. Allow me a moment to mix up the potion.
Remember the lesson.
The time has come for us to embrace the Ferelfen and teach them that the light has not forsaken them. Take the potion I've prepared and carry it with you to the Bohamo ruins. Once you arrive at the ruins, drink the potion to assume the form of one of their bird spirits. Speak with Elder Kuruti and let him know the Draenei are ready to welcome his people to our long-lost brothers.
Good health, long life.
So we're going to ignore the fact that earlier in this episode we killed him. I've talked about it before. This is another of those repeat missions that are just going to have to happen. Okay, somewhere we lost Bear, but that's okay. This particular quest, we don't need him. Just going into the temple. I humbly welcome you to our temple, Spirit. Greetings, Elder. It is time for your people to end their hostility toward the Draenei and their allies. Treat with the Draenei the people who turned their backs on us while we suffered? I think not. I do not mean to deceive you, Elder. The Draenei of Telredor thought to approach you in a way that would be familiar to you. So we're to trust people who would insult us with this description. The Draenei think so little of us that they must resort to trickery to get our attention. I will tell them, farewell, Elder. Good. Be sure they understand. Now, I would appreciate it if you would leave my temple in peace. So I've said something about this in the Horde side. It is interesting the way the two sides deal with the conflicts. And this is why I'm clearing out their respective camps of quest lines, because it does give you all aspects to it, even when it's a repeat thing or if it's two sides of the same coin. I know that we go back there as a Horde player later on, and you know, there was intention that when I was planning out Zangarmarsh, the Horde was going to take care of the Naga situation, the Alliance is going to take the Ferelfen situation because of quest lines like this. And it just works out really well, but to see both sides of the same situation and how each side deals with it is kind of why I decided to play both factions in this playthrough. That it wasn't enough to just play through as the Horde, which is what I initially was going to do. I was just going to play through as the Horde, relive what I played 12 years ago, and call it a day. Like, that was going to be my Let's Play. And playing through the Alliance storylines has really shown me the differences in how both the Horde and the Alliance are dealing with everything. And it's cool. You know, we had it in Hellfire Peninsula with the Magar, and we had it with the Honor the Fallen and the Alliance Ghosts. It was... I like it. Doing this way was a smart idea.
You got my attention.
Did you manage to get the stinger? Remember, it's useless to me if it's damaged.
Watch your back.
I can't thank you enough, lad. I'm going to enjoy
Off
this.
with you.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Did you speak with the Ferelfen Elder?
Be kind to those
They
less
refused? They are welcome to choose their own path, of course, but their choice surprises me. I would think that all the Draenei, including the broken and lost ones, would still remember that we're all part of the same people. I suppose he is right about the folly of deceiving them, but still, could he not see that our intentions were friendly?
fortunate. Do not lose faith. Blessings upon you.
And that is where we are going to call this episode. We have talked to the Ferelfen, tried to befriend them in this situation and failed. We did some hunting that needed to be done. Now I am going to split this up into a two-parter because we still have far more quests in this area than I thought. So, with that being said, if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and do all the YouTube things, and I will see you in the next episode.